Hello, Bucs fans. Adam Slivon here. After the Bucs rallied and fought to win in Week 18 over the Saints, they secured a spot to play football deeper into the month of January. Beating New Orleans to finish the regular season is nothing short of a sweet victory, and Jason Light even took the time to rub it in on X after the game. If you have read my 10 takeaways on there throughout the season, you will be happy to know that I'm taking them to video form to recap the action just a bit further. With that, here are my top 10 takeaways after the Bucs' big, historic Week 18 win. Number 1. The Bucs are in the playoffs. That's the biggest takeaway here. It wasn't pretty in the first half, but the defense fared much better in the second half while the offense came up clutch, starting with the guy you see pictured, Mike Evans. Number 2. Almost as big as a win was seeing Evans keep his 1,000-yard streak. It says a lot about the team that they got him the ball at the end of the game to get him his yards and his money. $3 million, not too shabby. Getting 665 receiving yards over the last 7 games was a grind, but he did it. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio needs to start stitching his gold jacket and molding his bust. Number 3. Baker Mayfield did not have his best game through the air or replicate the 5 passing touchdowns he had the week prior, but he made up for it with his legs and clutch play. After completing just 9 of 16 passes for 67 yards in the first half, he turned it around and had some key scrambles that gave the team life. Number 4. Diving further into the offense's day, running back Bucky Irving almost blew Evans' streak, but his touchdown sealed the game. Irving's impressive rookie year continued with another big day on the ground with 19 carries for 89 rushing yards and the score. Number 5. Speaking of rookies, how about wide receiver Jalen McMillan? Another game, another touchdown. After a horrible, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty was called on him, McMillan redeemed himself with a touchdown catch to retake the lead, at that point, 20-19. He looks like the wide receiver the team drafted back in April, and then some. Number 6. Defensively, outside linebacker Yaya Diaby shined. Diaby had a career-high 4 tackles for a loss and quarterback hits, along with a sack. Talk about a stat sheet stuffer and a backfield menace. He really made it his home, and he's starting to turn pressure into sacks, with 2.5 across the team's past 3 games. Number 7. He goes way underrated, but shout out Chase McLaughlin. McLaughlin came through and finished the regular season 30 of 32 on his field goals. For the statisticians at home, that's 93.75%, one of the NFL's best. How did he not make the Pro Bowl? Number 8. Now on to some negatives from the game, starting with running back Rachaad White. Rutrow. Is White in the doghouse? After being such a big part of the offense this season, he did not receive a single touch in this one. None. Zilch. Nada. Sean Tucker got carries instead, and this is something to keep an eye on. Number 9. Also, the secondary needs to respond with better play in the postseason. Getting Antoine Winfield Jr. back, along with Jamel Dean, would be huge. Zion McCollum and Josh Hayes both struggled in coverage, with McCollum, the toolsy corner, getting beaten a couple of times, while Hayes gave up a touchdown to Dante Pettis in the first half. Number 10. On to the postseason. Tampa Bay will have a rematch with the Washington Commanders on Sunday at Ray J, as they have earned the right to keep on fighting. We'll see which version of the team shows up, though. Will the offense keep up its high-scoring ways? More importantly, will the defense keep up its play from the season's second half, or will Todd Bowles' unit revert back to the issues that plagued them mid-season? Regardless, it should make for an entertaining Super Wildcard Round matchup. That will do it for my top 10 takeaways, but be sure to check out pewterreport.com for our post-game coverage, while Pewter Report TV will keep you informed throughout the week, starting with our Victory Monday show. You can also find us on social media on our X, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. To see my 10 takeaways after the game and for more of my analysis, you can also find me on X at AdamLivesOn. That's ADAM Livson. That will do it for me this week. See you next week for another Top 10 Takeaways.